This guy might actually restore her faith in mankind. Without really meaning to, she relaxed in his arms. Savannah mentioned something about you falling hard recently. Beau's got a big mouth, Hunter complained, but the easy grin made an encore. I doubt that. Her big sister's new husband fit the definition of the strong, silent type. But Savannah's got a sixth sense about... A hand landed on Hunter's shoulder. May I cut in? The voice held a deeper, more authoritative tone than she remembered, his Georgia drawl polished so smooth only a knowing ear would pick it up. All that deep, smooth, and authoritative made his question sound more like an inevitability than a request. Hunter turned and, in doing so, left her at the mercy of a determined green gaze. A gaze capable of luring her on an unwilling and unwise detour down memory lane. A gaze with the power to heat up her hormones, even after a decade, at the same time it fired her temper. The flash of satisfaction in those wicked depths told her the bastard had clocked her reaction from the other side of the room. That's up to the lady, Hunter replied, probably figuring one of them should respond. Hell to the no. Shane might have put a tailored suit on his ridiculously impressive frame and trimmed his thick, dark hair to a civilized length so it didn't fall like a raven's wing over his brow anymore, but she knew firsthand a dangerous heart beat beneath his respectable facade. She'd outgrown her bad boy phase a long time ago. Been there, done that. Got the scars to prove it. No thanks. At her refusal, Hunter subtly shifted so she stood behind him, and she supposed she would have needed to get her estrogen checked if she hadn't experienced a small thrill watching two prime examples of the male animal silently square off. But after a moment, Shane merely shifted his attention to her and, goddamn him, smiled. What's the matter, Sinclair? Don't trust yourself in my arms? Don't flatter yourself. She wasn't some love-struck schoolgirl, susceptible to eyes as captivating as trapetia emeralds, or lips seductive enough to make bullshit sound like gospel. Those lips curved into the I dare you grin she blamed for some of her most regrettable decisions. She could hear his unspoken challenge from across the space separating them, from across oceans, across time. Don't fall for it. Fine. One dance, then you leave. She wasn't falling for a damn thing. She was beating him at his own game, investing 3 minutes of her evening to get rid of him for the rest of her life. As soon as he took her hand, however, she knew she'd miscalculated. The single touch generated tiny sparks of recognition from every cell in her body. Before she could fully extinguish them, his arms closed around her waist, and he pulled her against him. All the way against him, so her breasts rested against the unyielding expanse of his chest, and the big hand dominating the small of her back tipped her hips into the cradle of his. Hard thighs brushed hers. Sinclair, I can make a dance last all night. She sensed rather than saw Hunter back off. A self-preserving part of her begged to do the same, but pride demanded she stay the course. Show Shane he didn't have the capacity to rattle her. Not even when he settled both hands low on her hips, in the kind of cocky, possessive gesture once guaranteed to send her pulse skyrocketing. Different time, different place. They'd both changed since then. She'd gotten wiser. He'd gotten a little taller and a lot manlier. His lean, youthful frame had solidified into hard-packed muscle, tense with leashed power everywhere it pressed against her. The once naturally smooth line of his jaw now looked like it saw a razor on a daily basis. Her inner thighs itched at the hint of 5 o'clock shadow, and his lips kicked up a notch as if he'd read her mind. Not in this lifetime. She lifted her chin and held up her end of the stare down, while couples circled around them. Somewhere up in the rafters, rotating fixtures showered the dance floor with a dizzying rain of lights, while Paul McCartney sang simple, eloquent words about friends and lovers and memories. The edges of her vision grew blurry, and her world narrowed to him. Just him. The song or the atmosphere